When I talk about Myers-Briggs' 16 personalities, most of us assume all 16 of them are completely unique and different. We use our specific type to explain our whole personality, and we have this impression that no other personality type can ever relate to us. But, to our surprise, that's actually not the case at all. I'm sure you might have noticed this at least once or twice in your life. You get along with someone so well, you feel like they relate to you a lot. But then, as time passes, when you find out their personality type is different from you, it comes as a total shock. That's because even though your personality type can be different personality types can actually have the same cognitive functions. And the two personality types that have quite a lot in common are INFJs and INTJs. Both of these types are extremely rare, but they're quite similar in a lot of ways. Of course, this doesn't mean they're exactly or totally similar. There are obviously a lot of differences as well, but today, in this video, I'll discuss just how much they have in common. So stay tuned till the end of the video because today I'm talking about the 7 remarkable similarities between INTJ and INFJ that will definitely surprise you. Let's get into it. Welcome to Success for Breakfast, where I'm serving up brain food made simple. Hit that subscribe button to get the latest videos created to give you the tools to level up your life. Starting us off today at number 7 is INTJ and INFJ are both introverts. If we look at the cognitive functions of INTJs and INFJs, both of them have a dominative introverted intuition function. And because of this function, both of these personality types are true introverts. They both tend to live more in their heads than in the outside world among other people. Both INFJ and INTJ find more pleasure in their inner world, which includes solely their own ideas, opinions, and impressions. The outer world, full of other people and worldly things, doesn't hold much pleasure or interest to them. And that's why they like to spend a lot of time alone as well. If you see them talking to new people, you'll notice they can be pretty awkward at first. Not just that, they're also extremely private individuals and don't share things with just anyone. And that's why both of these personality types are known to be introverts. The next remarkable similarity, and number 6 today, is INTJ and INFJ are both future-oriented. Considering both of these personality types have the introverted intuition function, another thing that is similar in these two is the fact that they're always thinking of the future and what's ahead for them. If you're not one of these personality types, you are probably more concerned with making plans for the present and seeing how it works out. Well, on the contrary, that's not how the brains of an INTJ or an INFJ work. For them, the focus is more in the future. They will envision their ideal future and then find ways on how to get there, working backward while remaining in their own little world. That's how they stay motivated in life, and it's how they ultimately achieve their goals. This might sound like a strength, but a true INFJ or INTJ will know that it can backfire a bit. That's because sometimes they're so focused on the future that they lose touch with the moment that is happening currently and can miss out on the present. Number 5 on our list today is INTJ and INFJ both need their alone time. For both INTJs and INFJs, their main weakness is the fact that they struggle in loud environments with a lot of people because of their inferior cognitive function, extroverted sensing. Considering that they're focused on the future and lose touch with the present, they tend to get pretty overwhelmed because of the present environment. That's why sudden, loud noises can overwhelm them. When they spend too much time with other people or in an overstimulating environment, they can get burnt out quite easily. To avoid that, they need their alone time to recharge. They need to be in a quiet, peaceful environment in their own company from time to time. Both INFJs and INTJs need this time to make sense of all the thoughts and feelings going on in their mind. Otherwise, they can get quite frustrated and explode in front of other people, which always ends up being an embarrassing situation for them. If you've gotten some value from this video so far, please show your appreciation and hit that like button. That signals YouTube that you think other people could benefit from this video too. Number 4 on our list of remarkable similarities is INTJ and INFJ both love learning about how the world works. Most people find classes and learning boring, but well, INFJs and INTJs in this case are pretty rare, and these rare people actually enjoy sitting in classes and learning new things. Of course, it doesn't mean they enjoy just anything they learn, but they enjoy learning about how the world works specifically. They enjoy learning about how the minds of different people work and operate. Most of all, they absolutely love learning more about philosophy and psychology. When most people see the world, they see it for what it is, but these two personalities make sure they understand all they see in the world, and for them, knowledge can never be too much and they can never get enough. Starting our top 3 today is INTJ and INFJ. Both are great at hiding their actual feelings. For both INTJs and INFJs, a lot goes on in their mind constantly, but they rarely ever let it out into the world. They like to keep their life extremely private and to themselves. At first, it's something they just do out of habit and instinct, but it actually becomes a talent for them in the long run. INFJs or INTJs can be extremely stressed and think of so many different things in their mind, but they will never let it show on their face. When you're talking to an INTJ or INFJ, you'll never truly know how stressed they are unless you're very close to them or they trust you very much. If that isn't the case, they will never let their emotions show. Not just this, it's actually pretty weird for these two personality types when other people come and talk to them about their feelings, although INFJs are a bit more open to it. That's because they never do it themselves, so others doing it can feel pretty different to them. In the runner-up spot and number 2 today is INTJ and INFJ both crave a small number of friends. A lot of people crave being popular and having a lot of friends running around them. For them, the more friends they have, the better they feel about themselves and their life. Well, INTJs and INFJs can't really relate to this whatsoever. For them, quality matters a lot more than quantity. Like I mentioned before, both these personality types are pretty introverted, and because of that, they don't like to go around and interact with many different people. Instead, they like to find a specific kind of person and really get close to them. In fact, many INTJs and INFJs just want that one good friend and they're happy and content with them. Too many friends buzzing around them isn't something they're attracted towards or would prefer. All they really need is one person they can always share their feelings with. Someone that's loyal and doesn't judge. That's pretty much all they crave, and this rings extremely true for both of these personality types. Topping our list and the number 1 remarkable similarity is INTJ and INFJ both like having things organized. Like I mentioned before, both INTJs and INFJs can get overwhelmed quite quickly because of their environment. That's because so much is always going on in their minds that they don't really focus on the present moment. And that's why their minds can get really cluttered sometimes. But that doesn't mean they want their surroundings to be messy as well. In fact, they try to make sure their surroundings are hardly ever messy. Considering their minds can get so cluttered, being in a disorganized environment can make it worse. That's why they make sure they always keep their environment organized and neat as much as possible to make their minds feel less of a mess. As an INTJ or INFJ, how many of these can you relate with? Is there anything that you would add to today's list? Make sure to leave your opinions in the comments down below. You've got this, now go get it done. Grab yourself some more brain food to help you level up your life and click on one of the videos on your screen right now.